Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about how when you often meet the person that is for you, you'll have a special grace for them, or you'll be graced for them. Meaning, so first I'll talk about when I think it's easier for me to break it down. Okay, when you're with the person that is not for you, oftentimes there can be it's like a tug of war, or a push and a pull. One person might be going this way, the other person might be going that way, or they just don't seem to have the understanding, or sorry, it's windy out here. They don't have the understanding or the compassion to maybe deal with some of the things that you're going through. For those that don't know, mainly for years on this channel, I've talked about mental health. I've talked about my journey with mental health, and some of you can relate to being in relationships with people and they don't understand what it's like to go through OCD, or they don't understand what it's like to have a mood disorder. They don't understand what it's like to have certain anxiety disorders. Just going based off some from what I've heard from some of my viewers and stuff, and that can be challenging because oftentimes you feel like, well, dang, like, is there anyone for me, or is there anyone that understands me? Is there anyone willing to accept me for who I am, or some of the issues that I'm facing? Oftentimes the person that is not for you will eventually run away, perhaps leave, run away, whatever, and sometimes they'll give you an explanation and sometimes they won't. Sometimes you'll be like, hey, I don't understand why this person broke up with me, that everything was going good, and sometimes they'll tell you, hey, like, what you're dealing with is too much, or whatever, if you've decided to be open with them about some of the things that you're experiencing. But the main point of this video is to talk about, when you find a person that you're supposed to be with, it'll be a grace that you'll have for them and a grace that they'll have for you. So the things that you might typically struggle with, that person, and I'm going to speak from my Christian value because I'm a woman of faith, and I can speak to this for me, but for me, I am a prayer warrior. I pray. So whenever, that's my first thing, that's never my last resort, that's my first thing to do whenever I am having a bad day, whenever my friend calls me and says, hey, like, I'm having a hard time with this, or I immediately, okay, let's go into prayer. And so oftentimes, and I'm going to speak from, I think it'll be easier for me to speak, okay, from two Christian individuals. I'll speak from that point of view. From two Christian individuals, right? And there could be one that is having issues, and the other person will be able to pray for them and intercede for them, and they might not fully understand, or they might be in that person's same exact shoes and have experienced that same exact struggle. That person will be able to have grace for them, and it's like they'll be graced for them, in which it's not going to seem super hard to connect with that person, or to help with that person. They're not going to want to run away from them. They're going to want to run towards them in prayer, towards them and helping them, towards them and leaning on God, because we all have struggles. We're not perfect, right? So we must lean on God, who is perfect, who is in all of his ways, and we must acknowledge God. Okay, you know, when you pray, okay, God, help me to be able to help this person with what they're struggling with. If you have like a prophetic gifting like me, oftentimes God will place on your heart or show you things that other people are dealing with, and that doesn't always mean you go and tell them. Sometimes it just means that you intercede for them. Sometimes it just means that you pray for them. But yeah, oftentimes the person that is for you, they'll have a grace for you. They'll be graced for you to, for whatever that you're dealing with, to help you. I think that's pretty much all that I want to say in this video. I think I got out exactly what I was trying to say, hopefully, but let me know if you guys have any questions. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I hope that it helps, and if it does help, please subscribe, please like this video, please comment, so I know that this had a positive effect on somebody. Thank you all so much for watching. Always remember that you're more beautiful than you think, you're more talented than you know, and you're more loved than you could possibly imagine. I love you guys, but more importantly, God loves you. Stay in the center of where He wants you to be. He will direct your paths.